Elizabeth?
Well, we're like everybody else. We've kind of switched gears a little bit. But believe it or not, we still have some employers who are hiring. So while our doors are not open, we are still available for business. You can call us. We can put those applications out the door, and then they can come and get it. You know, when we put an empty application out, there's no information on there. So, you know, tell us you're coming. We'll get them lined up for you. We'll get you those applications. So we've still got employers that are looking for people. We're just changing the way we're doing things. We've also got some packets for those that are needing some unemployment. This is the latest information that we have. This is ever changing, so we're trying, if anybody has any questions, we want them to call the office. We want to get them connected to the right people. Because if we can prevent a mistake on the front end, it's a lot easier to get them connected on the front end than it is going to be after the mistake is made. So that's what we're there for. Call the office, 270-692-6870. We'll try to help anybody that we can. But we do still have employers hiring.
And I have done fill my census out.
Oh, thank you for reminding me.
I've done mine.
Good job. Thank you. I have heard that those census postcards have come out. I haven't seen mine yet. So, but yes, everybody needs to respond to their census.
I got mine last week, now we're back in.
Is all the factories right now still operating?
I think there's some things coming down the line that may be a little bit of a change up. Nothing official yet, but we do have a diverse set of employers. We do have some automotive manufacturers, but we also have others that do some pharmaceutical tubing and some others that do different things. So there's a diverse set that kind of will help us out there in that respect.
Thank you, Liz.
Now, those packages you've got there, are they information or just for people that want to put in for?
Those are the same thing that I gave you, but if anybody needs extra, I've got them. This is just information on, where to find more information and to call us.
Yeah, one I'd like to write down.
That's on the phone. Thank you, Liz.
Thank you.
Mr. Pat Ford was not on the agenda, but he's here, so I'm going to ask if you've got anything.
Yeah, a couple things, Judge. Thank you. Under the category no surprises, the Department of Labor released their weekly report on jobless complaints, and something, just a highlight that came out of there, just to give you an idea of things to come. On a typical week in Kentucky, they processed some 2,000 jobless claims, and just this Tuesday alone, they processed 9,000. Now, just also put that in perspective, you look at Ohio processed 24,000 just on Tuesday alone, and Pennsylvania processed 70,000. So, some things that are coming up in our communication. The Judge, you've been involved in some of these. We've been communicating daily with all of our industries, and even though production is still business as usual, the operations are not business as usual. So there's some minor disruptions in supply chain logistics. There's some demand for certain things that might be fading a little bit. But as far as we know now, based on the industries that we're communicating with, and we're communicating with all the large ones, they're still producing as business as usual. One of the things that our office is also doing in communication and keeping our lines of communication open with all of our industries and also our small businesses, our office is becoming a data bank for best practices because, again, with information coming out every day, small businesses, restaurants, the industries across all of our industry clusters, they're wanting to know what to do based on best practices to maintain a work environment that will prevent the spread of the virus. And what's great about keeping these lines of communication open is as they share them with us, and if someone else calls our office, we can share our notes with that company's cross-checking, and if there's any gaps in their operations, we're providing recommendations on what they can do, and if they come up with something novel, we're sharing that with the other industries. And so the best practices that we are gathering, that we encourage anybody to don't hesitate to call us, is how people are maintaining their communications within the company and with people outside the company, including visitors, vendors, and things of that nature. We're also comparing notes on work schedules. A lot of people are exploring different work schedules to keep people employed and also reduce the anxiety within the companies as well. We're starting to communicate and share leave policies, how to use technology to avoid human contact, sanitizing the work environment. A lot of people are amping up that. Some people are going through and doing complete cleaning, sometimes twice a day. So that's good news. And we're also supporting our small business. The Chamber's doing a lot. We're coordinating a lot with the Chamber to make sure that we continue to support our small businesses. The financial institutions are reacting to the policies that are coming out of the state and CDC, and some of their practices just came out this morning. Judge, you've been communicating with the hospital. You gave a good report on what's going on there. So the bottom line is just like everybody else, it's still business as usual in our office, and if anybody has any questions about any of those topics, we'd be more than happy to provide it.
One thing I did get out of the hospital as well, thank you very much, Pat, is, or in the doctor's office as well, if you are sick and have the symptoms, they want you to call first. Call whoever, if you're going to urgent care, if you're going to FEMA, if you're going to the emergency room, wherever you're going, they want you to call first, because they don't want you just rushing into those environments, which now I think all the offices have pre-screening for all this. But that's one thing that Dr. David mentioned to us at the meeting the other night. He said, just tell people to call first. So if we, just if you do have the symptoms, I know you're going to be stressed and all that, but the main thing is to remain calm and call. Remain calm and call. So we do have some old business and new business. On the first item of new business is to consider approval of agreement with Spectrum to install video conference at the Judicial Center. Lisa brought those in just right before the meeting, and that's a good thing. We've been working on this for quite some time, and hopefully we'll get this in place. So maybe some of these folks can be released without having to be brought to court. So, or whatever the scenario may be. So this will give me the power to sign this and let them do that. So I need a motion for that.
Motion for the judge to sign. Now, that's for the one, the detention center and judicial center also.
Correct.
Barry has one of them for
They're
fiscal
for the
court.
same thing, but they gotta be working.
Right, because there's one at each side.
Ms. Blackwell?
Yes.
Mr. Bishop?
Yes.
Mr. Kirkland?
Yes.
Mr. Caldwell?
Yes.
Mr. Fogel?
Yes.
I think we have a consider approval to accept the excess fees from the Marion County Clerk's Office for 2019 in the amount of $16,929.98. Motion to approve.
Second.
Ms. Blackwell?
Yes.
Mr. Bishop?
Yes.
Mr. Kirkland?
Yes.
Mr. Caldwell?
Yes.
Mr. Fogel?
Anybody else have anything?
Yeah, motion for the city of Brownsville to host cleanup week, April 20th and 25th.
Second.
We discussed that a little bit. They're going to, like they do every year, they're going to bring it to us.
Ms. Blackwell?
Yes.
Mr. Bishop?
Yes.
Mr. Kirkland?
Yes.
Mr. Caldwell? Mr. Vogel?
Yes.
What's those dates again?
April 20th through 25th.
I have a question for Pat. At this time, do you foresee any factories like shutting down or going to one shift or?
The only, the industries that we're talking to, it's a sensitive question, but just in communicating with them, no industries have indicated that they're shutting down. The only thing that they're communicating with us is, again, what you can't control are the mandates that are coming down either from the governor, but from the president, and then on the other hand, they're also waiting for orders from headquarters. So, a handful of international companies, so those decisions are going to be made in corporate. So, and then there's between a combination of what corporate's saying, what the governor and what the president are saying, they're working day by day. We all read that GM and Chrysler shut down their plants, and that was a decision that was made by their corporate. But so far, all the industries that we're talking to, it's still business as usual. And what's particularly comforting about the industries that we're communicating with is that they really have a heightened sense of interest in their employees, in that their employing practices, such as giving people, say, longer rests, to communicate with family members, to check social media, just to kind of eliminate some anxiety. So if you go to some social media sites, it might increase anxiety, but I won't go there. So, but the fact of the matter is they're really figuring out ways to not only reduce their anxiety, but what they're also doing is getting them over the discomfort or the concern that the environment that they're working in might not be clean. And so they're increasing the volume of hand sanitizers. They're increasing the amount of cleaning, including getting additional sanitizing services or janitorial services. And some people are even giving people time off if even they have a symptom without any repercussions. So you got a cough or something, stay home, you're going to get paid, and it's better just to stay home and take care of it. So it's some of those, that communication is, they're doing everything they can to keep their people employed until someone tells them otherwise. And that's the comfort that I really enjoy in working in our community, that everybody's communicating. The judge said this. I think the more people communicate, the more industries communicate, the more this information gets disseminated, the calmer the people get, and the calmer the employees get, and the calmer the plant managers and the owners get as well. So thank you for asking that.
Thank you.
Anybody else have anything?
Pay the bill, pay the bills. Motion to pay the bill, Commissioner.
Second.
Ms. Blackwell?
Yes.
Mr. Bishop? Mr. Kirkland?
Yes.
Mr. Caldwell? Mr. Vogel?